those who've been following me about what's going on in my life. I am currently 14 weeks pregnant, and it was a very big surprise for me. I really had no idea. I was not expecting it. I have been on the birth control pill, and that's the biggest reason why I was surprised, because my husband and I were being extremely careful. If I was even late a few hours taking my pill, we would use backup methods. We'd use a condom to try and prevent anything like this from happening. So when I tell you that I was completely shocked, I was floored. I had no idea. And it was really upsetting for me. I just had a baby in February of this year at the end of the month, and I developed postpartum preeclampsia with that child. So I had dangerously high blood pressure. I had to be hospitalized, and it was really scary. I was on blood pressure meds for about 3 months. It took me a little bit longer for my body to rebound from it. I did go ahead and completely change my diet and exercise as a way to help me get off the medication, and I did. And it's been really great. I was really happy. It had been about 3 months since I was off meds, and I had been doing really well. I was losing weight. I was 6 months postpartum when I got pregnant. And it's very scary for me. My body has not had much time to rest. And it's just been a very, very stressful time for me, especially because this baby and the baby that I had in February, I had been on birth control. So my baby that I had in February, I had a stomach flu, and when I kind of retraced to see when the conception would have possibly happened, it would have been during those 2 or 3 days that I had the flu, where I kept throwing everything up and I couldn't keep anything down. So that one made sense to me, and I was like, okay, well, I found this time when it happened. I'm going to be really, really careful to try to prevent this from happening this time. And that was, why we were using backup method, and it still happened. So long story short, I've kind of come to the realization that birth control doesn't work for me, or at least not as well as it should be. And my doctor even told me when I asked her, I said, how is this possible when I was so careful this time? And she told me straight up, just, it's not as effective for some people. So I really wish I would have known that before. It's been a long journey for me. It's been stressful. I've been extremely depressed, and it's really taken, these past 14 weeks really for me to really let that sink in. And I can't even say 14 weeks, because I was literally 6 weeks when I found out, which is crazy. I've always found out early because I'm really in tune with my body, so I would notice and I would be like, oh, I think I may be pregnant, but this time I was no thought in my mind that could have been a possibility, because I was so careful with my birth control. But yeah, so that has been the major thing that has been going on. It's been really, really difficult for me. I am bipolar, so my depression, when I do get depressed, it can be very, very bad and, severe and difficult. It really can be crippling for me, which is, I know, a strong word, but, when I get really, really depressed, it's hard for me to even get out of bed. So I've been really struggling with that. Not to mention the sickness and everything. It's just been really hard. And I haven't felt like doing anything. I haven't felt like doing anything that I love to do, and it's been hard. It's something really sensitive for me to share, and that's kind of, loops back to something that I did want to speak about, which, I have been staying off of social media, but I deleted Instagram. I don't go on TikTok very much. It's kind of sporadic that I'm even on there, but social media has been really more harmful than good for me. I don't know why, but a lot of the content that's recommended to me, even on YouTube, is really negative. It's not positive or fun things for me to see or watch. And a lot of the content that's been recommended to me lately has been people bashing lower income people who have big families or bigger families, which is kind of wild to me because I feel like, is like the algorithm targeting me because they know I'm a lower income person with a bigger family? I don't know. But a lot of that stuff has been recommended to me, and it's just like really hurtful and unnecessary, and I don't want to see that or be, triggered by that. Because like in my scenario, I did not choose to have my last 2 children. I was being very, very careful, and I just happened to get pregnant. And I personally, I don't ever want to have an abortion. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I know that mentally I couldn't handle it, and also I look at my kids, I see my kids, how much I love them and how much they mean to me, and I couldn't imagine doing that to a child that I know that I will love and care for. So that is just personally me and my situation. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think people should be able to if they want to, but I just personally wouldn't be able to. So, and not only that, I wouldn't want to put any of my children up for adoption. I can care for them and feed them and clothe them and love them, and that's not a problem. But it's just the fact that when this happened to me, several of the people that I talked to, especially people at work and like the doctor's office, that was kind of their first reaction, was like, oh, well, what are you gonna do? And then like suggesting abortion or putting my child up for adoption or things like that. And I was kind of like, but anyway, I'm not really gonna get into that right now, because at the end of the day, I am depressed and really going through it right now, but I know that I am going to love and care for my child. So that's why, I'm really just trying to see the positive side of it. I had just adjusted to the chaos that it is now. And when I found out that we were gonna have another one, I was like, oh my God, like I spiraled for a minute, because I was like, it's gonna be so hard. But I mean, it was hard for me to have these 3, and look at us now, like we manage it just fine. So, I just kind of, at the end of the day, I tell myself that things happen for a reason, and if I have faith and I stay strong, everything will be fine, and I don't need to worry about it. So I'm completely capable of handling this, and it's not something that is going to be I don't want to say challenging, it's going to be challenging, but it's not going to be anything I can't handle or overwhelming or whatever for me. I kind of got off the point of what I was saying about social media and stuff. A lot of the things that I've been seeing are just hateful. It's a lot of rage bait crap too. I know everybody knows about that. But it's just unnecessary. It's irritating. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. So I've really kind of been staying off of everything lately. I don't really get too many negative comments, but there was one comment in particular that I got. I think it was like 2 or 3 days after I had my baby back in February, and it was before I had to go to the hospital for my blood pressure. But some girl left a comment on my video and was just really nasty. And at that point in time, with all the hormones and everything going on, it really brought me down like low, like to read that. And that's kind of one of the things that really gets under my skin. There's people that I'll be watching their videos on YouTube or wherever, and I'll go to the comments and there will be like just nasty, rude, unnecessary comments. And that's kind of something that really blows my mind. I cannot imagine going to the comment section of somebody's video. I cannot imagine going into somebody's comments and just trashing them or trying to bring them down, or just, there's so many people now in today's culture. I don't know if it's because, you're online and you feel like you can say whatever you want because nobody's gonna really see you or whatever, because there's, there's tons of people like that just hide. But I don't know why people feel the entitlement, and the necessity really to just trash people and try to bring them down. And it like makes me sick. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is I was going to, when I got off my meds, I lost a bunch of water weight just because the meds that I was on, that's one of their side effects, is just you hold on to water. During that time when I was transitioning off my meds, I switched back to a whole foods vegan diet, and I was working out a lot. I was losing a lot of weight, and I was going to make a video and kind of document what was going on with my journey of getting healthy again and losing weight. And I didn't, because I knew that if I put a video out there saying that I was vegan and I eat whole foods and blah blah blah, I was gonna have tons and tons and tons of people coming to my comments to bash me for being vegan and bash me for eating whole foods and bash me and bash me, bash me. Like, I just knew it was gonna happen. You know, there's a creator that I really like, that I watch a lot, and his channel is Simnett Nutrition, and he's like literally a licensed nutritionist. And if you go to comment sections in his videos, it is like overwhelmingly positive, but he still has trolls in his comments, people just bashing him for being vegan. And it's just stuff like that. I hesitate to make videos or share things that are personal, because if it's something that's personal to me and it's something that I feel strongly about, I don't really want people coming into my comments and talking a bunch of shit and trying to hurt me and make me feel bad. Just something I don't want or need. And that's kind of why I've really gravitated away from making videos, because originally I was having a really good time being really open and honest and sharing my finances and talking about things, because I thought if somebody else who's a lower income person, I thought that if I shared things with people and, you know, I talked about strategies that I use and things like that, I thought like, hey, I can help people, you know, I can show people you can do this, this, and this. I thought that if I made these videos and I shared, I could help people. But in reality, kind of what's happening is it's kind of more of a way for me to put myself out there, be vulnerable, and then risk other people attacking me or trying to bring me down. And that's kind of the thing that has really put me off from wanting to make content anymore at all. You know, I was thinking about kind of shifting gears and focusing more on like meal prep, my shopping trips, stuff like that I used to do. 2 years ago I used to do like what I eat in a day, pumping edition, and you know, like there was one where all throughout the day I showed how much I pumped and what times and all that. Milk, I'm talking about milk, sorry. When I was breastfeeding and pumping. And you know, stuff like that's really fun for me, and I enjoyed doing that. And I was thinking about getting more into that, posting more things other than, you know, cash stuffing and budgeting and all that. But the more that I think about it, I just don't know if it's a good idea, because I don't really, you know, I know people say, well, you're posting this stuff, you're putting yourself out there, like of course people are going to comment because you're putting yourself out there. But my point is, you shouldn't have to worry about tons of assholes coming in and trying to talk shit and bring you down. People shouldn't have to worry about that. But that's like where we are in society. So yeah, I honestly don't know if I am going to continue posting. My Etsy shop is doing well, so that's been a positive thing, because that is another stream of income for me, which is awesome. But you know, I was considering like, you know, just doing more kind of vlog type videos and making more, you know, maybe opinion videos, things like that. But I just don't know if I want to open myself up to more hateful comments and stuff, because honestly, like the more viewership you get, especially if it's like broader topics that people are interested about, I feel like the more hate comments you see. I don't think that I am that type of person where I'm strong enough to really let that roll off my back and not worry about it and not think about it, because it's just crazy. I don't know, but that's all I really wanted to say. I was gonna make this a really short video, and it looks like it's turning into like an almost 20-minute video. I did just kind of want to give an update and share about some of the things that have been going on, what I've been thinking, what I've been going through. I definitely don't think that I'm going to continue putting out more personal content. If I do in the future, it's probably going to be more kind of general and vague and not, you know, not as personal about me and my family situation and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share mostly about the baby. I am due, they gave me the date of May 19th, but then they changed it to May 15th when I got my dating ultrasound last month. So yeah, I have what, like 5-6 months to go. I'm just trying to take it easy and not overwhelm myself, just take it day by day. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you're all doing well, and if you are still subscribed and you're still watching, I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a great day and take care. Bye.